Alright, so I haven't uploaded in a while because I was too busy moving into a different state. But now that I have finally settled down, I finished watching the Game Awards, and there are some things I want to say. There are some things that piss me off, which I will get to later. But first, let's just go down the list and give you my opinion on all the games, or at least most of them, that came out. First, they showed this game called Bradley the Badger. Now, this game is pretty interesting. It has a split fiction vibe going on where this guy moves on from one genre to the other. Well, I shouldn't say genre, I should say setting. He moves from one setting to the other. He goes from cyberpunk to dark fantasy, and he has a lot of fun abilities. The game looks very beautiful, and it looks very creative, I should say. He has like different types of abilities. There's like there's like a weird kind of humor going on of like the setting of the game like not being completely finished. I don't know what that's about, but I'm definitely interested. Coven of the Chicken seems to be like a very creative walking simulator type of situation. It has vibes going for it, that's for sure. There's a lot of vibes, and if this game is like $20, I'll definitely get it because the art style does look kind of relaxing. I could see playing this game to wind down or something. Stupid Never Dies. Now, that trailer of that game cringed me the hell out. Very cringy. I had to turn off the audio and look down on my phone because they had these two stupid characters lip sync to some stupid song, like it was a cringy TikTok video. But the gameplay did look kind of nice, so I put it on my wish list. I don't think I'll buy it, but I'll see if people like it or not. Decrepit seems like a Total Chaos type of situation where it's indie horror slop. Very awful. I did not like Total Chaos at all. And I don't imagine I will like this one either. But if it does get people's attention, I'll definitely try it out and give you my harsh opinions of that type of game. Because I definitely don't like it. Tomb Raider. An American, like a Western game with a female lead that does not look hideous. That's enough for me. I mean, it looks very nostalgic. I remember playing a game like this when I was a kid, when she had the triangle titties, and it looks kind of nice. I do like it. Like the idea of her like going around shooting dinosaurs. It's pretty good. High Guard, aka Concord in Fantasyland. Very awful. You could already tell that this will do as good as Concord. I don't imagine it will do anything good. Sci-fi set. It's like a sci-fi and fantasy at the same time. The setting is fantasy, and yet they have all these freaking guns. What's up with that, huh? Looks like an asset flip of a game. You're asset flipping. Concord is probably selling some assets, and these guys are using it because it looks a lot like Concord. A lot of generic-looking characters and guns. Ontos, body horror sci-fi. It looks kind of crazy. I don't know what it's about yet, but I got it just because it looks very crazy. Very, very interesting. High graphics. If a game has good graphics, I'll definitely always be interested in that because that means that there was high production behind it. Unlike Decrepit here, which you can tell, it's going to be slop. The Free Shepherd. It's a game where you play as a dog and you're shepherding around your sheep. Very creative. I love it. And it's on my wish list because of that. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Just another racer to add to the pile. Very boring. Very forgettable. Just because it's Star Wars. There's literally a racing game for every IP. Why do people think that this is a good idea? Who made this? You're just wasting money. You're wasting precious resources. Who's the developer? They have not made any other games? What? No way. Secret Mode. Yeah, this checks out. I've never heard of these guys. And this game seems to be like a big waste of time. Instead of making something creative, they decided to make a racing game in the Star Wars universe. Milking the IP, I guess. This game, I have no idea. Just another one of those weird games. The most thing I like is Total War Warhammer 40k. This game looks absolutely sick. I love the Total War IP, and I owned the first three Total War games. I put tons and tons of hours into them, and I love them very much. Spend a lot of money on them, more than $300 buying all three games and all DLC. But I am getting Warhammer fatigue. I just wish that Creative Assembly would make their own original IP, rather than being tied to Games Assembly, who will tell them what they can or cannot do. I don't understand why they're doing this, why they don't make their own original IP so they could have the creative freedom. Do they not believe in themselves? Do they think if they make their own original thing that no one will buy? I don't know why. But this game does look good. Even though I am getting Warhammer fatigue, Total War has never done anything like this, where there's like a whole planetary situation going on, a galaxy map, you could destroy planets, you could customize your own army, and you could fight other armies. I mean, what more could you ask for? I just wish they would make their own IP though. I will die on that hill. I am getting sick of the Warhammer IP, because I see it everywhere. This game seems to be like a pretty terrible puzzle game. Definitely don't like it. Another dragon game. At this point, I've lost the plot. I have no idea what these games are about. But hey, another dragon game. No Law. This game is a cyberpunk game, and it immediately landed itself on my radar just because of that. I love the cyberpunk setting. Unlike Warhammer, the cyberpunk setting has not been milked for all eternity yet. So, yeah, I'm pretty interested. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but the graphics look alright. And I'll give it a shot. This game right here is For Loop. It's another horror shooter type of situation. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. But I'm willing to give it a fair shot. Oh, this is a PlayStation game? Oh, damn. I don't know how I feel about that. Don't they already have a horse shooter in the PlayStation umbrella? Helldivers? Why would you make another one? That makes no goddamn sense. Control Resonant, another weird hack and slash. We see them 1,000 of times. We've seen them thousands of times. We already know what's going on here. But I'm willing to give it a shot. There were other games like Divinity, made by Larian Studios. I'm interested in that. Toxic Commando, definitely interested in that. Looks very good. They had also shown Invincible, fighting game. I hate fighting games, so I'm not interested in that. But yeah, a lot of good games. But the most one I'm excited about is the Total War. Despite me having Warhammer fatigue, Total War has never done anything in space, so I'm willing to give it a fair chance. Now, the thing that angered me about the Game Awards, the thing that pissed me off the most, is the absolute gawking, the gawk sucking of Claire Expedition's dick. I always thought the game was overhyped, but now, after the game being awarded 9 awards, or something like that, it has completely pissed me off. I think it's insanely overrated now. People have lost their freaking minds. The game is basically a downgrade of Baldur's Gate 3. I'll say that right again. Claire Expedition is a downgrade of Baldur's Gate 3. At least in Baldur's Gate 3, while also being turn-based, you can move around. In Claire Expedition 33, you're standing still and you're fighting dumbass-looking shapes. How's that fun? I don't understand. What do people see in that game? At least I loved Baldur's Gate 3. Even though the game is turn-based, you actually move around. You cast different spells and stuff. There's also like a choice-based story. Baldur's Gate is a lot better than Expedition 33. And yet I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 got as many awards as Expedition 33. Expedition 33 has won the award for Best RPG when freaking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has like some of the best, deepest RPG mechanics Literally one of the most immersive games ever. And yet, Claire Expedition 33 won for one best RPG. Are you kidding me? People are insane. People are stupid. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know why the game is like so overhyped, but I did buy it to see if I would change my mind. I don't think I will, but I will give it I'll give it a shot. I will play it and I will see if people are right about this one and if I'm wrong, if I'm the crazy one. But I don't think I am. I think this game is massively overrated. At first it looked mid, and now I just hate it because of how much people are sucking its cock. Why? Why do they like this game so much? You're fighting shapes. I mean, look at this. Does that look creative to you? Does that look like... oh, yeah, look at that. You're standing still and you're fighting Mr. Triangle Head over here. How's that fun? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people are so crazy about this game. Why? Let me just read a review. Absolutely incredible game. Game of the year, blah, 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 blah. Only negative other than... okay. So you're just telling us that it's a good game. You're not even saying why it's a good game. Roller coaster of emotions. Gorgeous soundtrack. Notice how when people compliment this stupid game, they never compliment the gameplay. Oh, the soundtrack is good. The story is good. Then watch a show. Don't call this a game of the year. It's not a game of the year. Sorry, I'm getting a little heated. But yeah, I did buy the game, and I will try it out. But I think people have lost their marbles completely.